Good morning, my family and friends. So I started last night videoing the unveiling of our packages from our honeybees. The one we anticipated ever since February. We had pre-ordered these bees. Now we have, like I've stated before, we have gotten swarms and we have been blessed by that. We still undoubtedly have been very blessed, and we're grateful for that. This one was our biggest one we were waiting for. These were the special breed we had ordered called Saskatraz, which is a very gentle breed. They are less likely to swarm. The ones that we have now from the swarms, they're called Italians. They're the wild bee within our state, and most generally they swarm, and why there's wild for a reason. They tend to swarm. So we got the Saskatraz to try to give us a better way of keeping our honeybees. So we ordered 2 packages, and again, like I said, I started to, sorry, Smokey is moving my camera around, which is my cat. Quit, girl. So anyways, we started to do the unveiling, and I'm going to tell you, I was extremely too upset to post that video. I'm heartbroken to no end, as in our packages, if we were to take the 2 together, we pretty much have one complete lost hive, and then we have one full. So we do have our queens. 95% of our bees did not make it through the shipping. We were under the assumption that when we ordered and pre-ordered our honeybees, they were coming out of Kentucky, when we actually found out they were coming out of California to Kentucky to us. Somewhere along the process, people were not paying attention to the directions on the package, and they dumped them. And when they dumped them, they also dumped the sugar water that was feeding them, and it drowned our honeybees everywhere. They were stuck to the box, piles of bees at the bottom of our crates, and y'all, touching my feels right here because it hurts. This really hurts. This isn't just, I become very compassionate for the honeybees. So in an investment that we talk about, this isn't just about our hives. I mean, this is coming an all-around investment for us that hurts. And though we need to have understanding that the shipping department isn't part of the company's issue, however, they also need to understand that this isn't our fault either. We pay for insurance for reasons like this. And at this point, we are going to put in a claim and see what happens. We don't know if we will be reimbursed our money or reshipped bees. Most likely, if they do anything, we will just be reimbursed. Now, they do talk, there's a lot of talk about pollinators and bee shortages. Well, this is one of them. And I seriously believe that postal workers need to be highly educated. If they are going to be part of the system in handling our investments, then they need to be taught on how to take and care for them as well. Honestly, many are afraid of them. The last experience that we had last year, they got dumped. Basically, they were left, it was cold, they were left in areas, they were forgotten, they were shipped back and forth, and it took them a week to get here. Now, we did lose some on that one, but we didn't lose as much as we lost now. I think what killed them the most was when they got put upside down, and all that sugar water that was feeding them to get here had drowned them, and that's what we believe killed these honeybees. So I don't know, just heartbroken, y'all. I'm extremely heartbroken, to the point I really, to me, watching that video was really devastating, and I just decided not to post that one. I was, like I said, too upset. I'm not going to mention the company's name in this one where I had done on that one. And like I said, I try to understand the fact is I know that the postal workers are not the company's fault, although we should be honored without punishment. Um, we did pay for the insurance because of this reason, so we should be honored in respect of reimbursement one way or another for our losses. So at this point, we are taking care of what we do have. We're keeping an eye on these hives. We do not know at this point how much is going to still survive or how much we're still going to continue to lose. We do know that our queens were okay. One of our queens was very small, which means she was an extremely young queen, and then another was a little more mature. So we are waiting to see what we're going to do with this. I think our best bet from now on is we are going to start looking locally for replacements in our bees. We do know that they're going to be only one kind and one kind only. We can do the mason bees, however, they're just nothing but pollinators. They do not have anything to do with honey. So we would like the honey because it also helps provide income for our homestead to reinvest back into it, and which is the main reason why we bought honeybees like we've been doing. But we will take what we have right now. We're going to be doing some extreme careful attending to our bees. We're going to look at advancing into rearing our own queens, setting up our own hives, and growing with what we have here. At this point, we are going to see what we can do to expand on our own without having to purchase. And should we have to purchase, we are going to look locally from now on, because it was just too devastating. 2 years in a row, this being the worst. The first time this happened to us, we basically let it go. You know, we took our chances, we did our best, and it took a while for that colony to even accumulate. It was hard on them. It was extremely hard on them then, and just as well as it is now, but this being worse than the first time. We cannot, at this point, let this one go. So we are going to seek our reimbursement back one way or another. And again, we're going to look locally as much as we possibly can. So I am not going to be putting that video up, y'all. And I apologize to you after saying that we would, but it was just too devastating to put this one up. So this evening, I'm going to be doing some cooking videos with you. We are doing low-carb Mexican food. Whether it be, I'm believing we're going to be doing some enchiladas. So I'll see at this point where it's going to go for this. We may be doing tacos or enchiladas or even a burrito. So one of the things is we're on a Mexican thing tonight, and that's exactly what we're going to be doing. So I am going to be doing some various dishes for you. I will teach you how using cauliflower rice. I will teach you how to do Spanish rice from that. And so we are going to have a nice meal this evening. I am going back to low carb myself and resetting my body until I can learn how to do this right. But, you know, all in all, I'm okay. I knew this was going to be like this anyways. Doing low carb Mediterranean, it's going to help me maintain, and I'm okay with that. It keeps my husband maintained on his blood sugar, so I'm okay with that. We are who we are. We are a homesteader in a smaller way. We're not as big as others. And I understand that when YouTube brings me up, knowing as low carb or Mediterranean or homestead, because we fit all three of these categories, people are finding out as we're watching our subscriptions go up and down because maybe they're confused, but we are a homesteader, but we're on a small scale homestead. We are more on a city, county, borderline homesteading than a great big farm. And it is something that we didn't see when we made our plans. Sometimes God makes plans differently than where we expect, and the opportunity for this house came up. It has 0.34 acres of land and possibly could have more, but we're utilizing the entire property for growing, raising, and making this place into a homestead for a self-sufficient farm-to-table lifestyle. A Mediterranean lifestyle, per se. That's what all of us homesteaders basically are. We then take our crops that we grow, can, freeze, dehydrate. So, and what we grow is fruit, vegetables, herbs, teas, medicinals, and so it benefits our bodies in the long run in a great way. So we are small scaled. We are not super huge. We are not very popular as far as the big dogs in the world. But we do try to teach folks who want to be on the scale where we're at. If you don't have a farm, we try to teach you and show you that you can, even in your own backyard, in the city, you can still have your own Mediterranean or homestead for yourselves. It's not impossible. If you have small apartment spaces, you can use growing pots and put them on your balcony or your patio. Nothing is impossible. The only thing that is impossible is if you make it that way. So I am super loving the fact that some of you, I'm communicating with you. I am very close to you. You have become very, very good family and friends to me. Two in particular, Lord have mercy, y'all. Thank you so much. I reply to you every day. You replied to me yesterday on your videos. You're a godsend blessing to me. Thank you for letting me know that both the Mediterranean low carb cooking helps you both, and I'm just going to continue to keep doing these. It is who we are. I can't be somebody I'm not. I told you I was going to be real from the get-go, and I'm real now. I'm not going to change. It has been, next month will be a year since we started our subscriptions, or started YouTube, I should say. And so I thank each and every one of you for sticking with us. It has been a pleasure. And though it's not easy, it is really hard to be able to keep up, in this big world. But I am so entirely grateful for each and every one of you who do stay with me and who do try to figure out this algorithm of who we are and what we do amongst all the big in the world. So I thank you, because in my heart you have made me big already, and just to have you with me each and every day is a blessing. I don't care if I have 5 subscribers. You're big, and you are a major blessing to me. And those of you who stick around with me faithfully, who wait for these videos, and you tickle my heart and you bless me beyond measure. My cup runneth over to each and every one of you. So I am going to end this video for this morning on our coffee. We will be back to talk about coffee. I'm letting it sit here, and Lord, y'all, it has been a week. It has absolutely been a week. Our temps going up and down, and now today starts our entire week process of rain, no less. So it's not going to be fun on this homestead. Our poor honeybees are going to be able to get to come in and out. Our chicken coops are going to be a mess, and yeah, hallelujah, it's a homestead. So I do look forward this evening to putting on my apron and going to work in the kitchen with you. For some reason, being in that kitchen with each and every one of you is like home. It's a home feeling in my heart, that friendship. We get together and we just spend some time together, and that to me is amazing. You help inspire me to keep going, believe it or not. Most of you don't understand what you do to my heart, what you do for me. you help me in ways when honestly there are times when I just want to throw my hands up and say, why am I even doing this anymore? But yet you show me that friendship, love, family, compassion, we we're together as a group, we're together as family, and when we're in this kitchen, it's like we interact with each other in a fellowship that's amazing. So I thank you for inspiring me to keep going and not giving up, because you, Lord, I can't thank y'all enough. I just cannot say how much of a blessing you are to me, and how much you talk about me inspiring y'all. You just have no idea how you inspire me. Y'all are amazing. So until this evening, love each and every one of you. I apologize for not revealing the package, but as I explained, it was just too much, and I can't deal with it right now, and I could have done that one a lot better, and so I'm not going to post that one. I just did inform you how the situation went, and it was pretty bad, and we're going to look for reimbursement, and we're going to look at other resources from now on. So until this evening, much love to each and every one of you from Parton's Heritage Homestead.